Okay, so I can see people thinking that they don't have a problem with smoothing out their schedule. This is something they've never really struggled with. So, how or why would autopilot lifestyle help them?
Well, because when we are planning and estimating how much time it takes to complete tasks and activities, at the same time, we're also almost subconsciously judging how tired we are or will be at some point. And that's where the greatest risk lies for falling into that vicious cycle I just mentioned. Autopilot lifestyle uses a patent-pending stress scale. This is not a stress assessment like what's commonly offered. This is an actual scale that measures and tracks daily accumulated stress level to a number, which provides a certain level of precision and objectivity so that we can estimate our stress threshold, that point that we start to become symptomatic. Now, we manage just about everything else to a number, do we not? Our weight, cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar, right?
We
So
do.
why should stress be any different? If you knew what your stress threshold was and what your current stress levels were running, then you can adapt to your circumstances better each day, including making tough calls like whether or not to push back an important task or skip a special event, even a family one if necessary, and do so with confidence that you're not being overly cautious or lazy even. It even helps to better justify the costs of treatments like acupuncture I just talked about, not to mention help to book them in a timelier manner so you can maximize the benefits. Or you may decide to push yourself even harder than you would otherwise and not have to worry that you might be pushing yourself too much, although you have to monitor more closely. And I'm actually working on several videos that illustrate common situations where autopilot lifestyle can help in that regard. Now, as far as how easy it is in general to smooth out your schedule, depends a lot on how ambitious you are. And I'm not talking about those who've already achieved their goals for the most part. I'm talking about right now, today, people trying to get to the next level. Because the more ambitious you are, the more you'll feel the need to squeeze things in to your schedule. And inevitably, stuff starts piling up. Now, you throw in an unexpected event like an illness in the family or car troubles or something, and it can start to seem like the universe is conspiring against you. So the fact is, in this fast-paced, postmodern world we live in today, things can get hectic rather quickly. And juggling tasks around could chip away at your time and energy and become a task in and of itself, whether you realize it or not. I say, why not have a black box, so to speak, where you can put all your scheduling preferences and activities into and let it do the juggling for you. It would spit out an optimum schedule, best course of action over, say, the next 24 to 48 hours, and it would recalculate for any significant deviations that users indicated. And we can talk about what significant means, but it would recalculate not unlike a GPS system does when taking a detour. It's not for everybody, but it does follow a trend nowadays to use contextual data to improve an app's intuitiveness and ability to make predictions. We are attempting to do for daily planning what other apps are doing for like managing the relevancy of business communications, better supporting business relationships, also location awareness apps, and other things of that nature. This learns users' preferences, circumstances, motivations, and basically boosts the functionality of your garden variety online calendar, which I think could have mass appeal. Now, in the first release, however, we're just dealing with mostly with daily routines, appointments, recurring tasks mostly. But as the system evolves, it'll consider your stress levels and health-related symptoms, data streams from wearables, stress events, things you might be going through on top of everything else going on, aka acute stress, and also steps toward specific life goals. Now, no other app that I'm aware of is nearly as comprehensive in terms of connecting together such a variety of data to paint a fuller picture of a user's lifestyle and circumstances. And this all helps to better predict when we become symptomatic. Basically, the system continuously regulates our activity level and tries to keep us in our safety zone, so to speak. Now, long term, I see this as more of a personal development tool with a much bigger emphasis on goals.